Tonight is the Babe Show.
Yes. Round of applause. We are very excited to have with us a couple of babes as guests tonight, and a couple of babes on stage, I would say, a few babes here with us tonight.
There was literally no cheering. Or
No, I noticed that, not one. No, thanks guys for the support. We're really excited, you know, and Paul and I, when we were sitting down to write the show and to think about what we wanted to do tonight, took a step back to think about the babes in our own lives, to think about the moment at which we started to like babes, when we started to realize we were, if you will, attracted to people.
Babes.
Babes.
Always.
Because if you know Paul or myself, if you've had more than a 5-minute conversation with us, you know that we have raging hormones.
You don't even need 5 minutes to know that.
No.
Absolutely not.
No.
And we have crazy hormones.
Crazy hormones.
Mine are artificially produced, but that's fine.
What?
It's a patch. Don't worry about it. Keep going.
I'm so confused.
It's fine. Don't worry.
I won't. I'm a woman. I shouldn't worry about these things. Babies, sandwiches.
That's it.
That's it. Okay, so we have raging hormones. We obviously like people and so forth. And so you know, we asked the question, who were our first babes in life? So Paul, tell us who your first babe was. The first time you were like, that's a person that I'm attracted to.
Well, it was a man. I knew at a young
Okay,
age.
all right.
Like
Step
little
one.
Paul was like, and
By the way, Big Paul still says that.
Big Paul does the same thing. And it was absolutely Tigra from the Thundercats.
That just received a yap, by the way.
I felt other people agree with me, and that's very exciting.
Now, here's a question. Tigra, if I'm correct, is actually not a man.
He's half man, half tiger. And he's also a cartoon. And I felt a lot of shame for years for being like, yeah, about him. But he was absolutely my first babe, and he had a whip.
A what?
A whip.
Okay. All right.
If you pop the P, it's sexier. Whip. And Grace, who was your first babe?
All right. Well, as young girls, a lot of us in the audience realize at some point we start to like boys and start to think that guys are attractive. And I remember distinctly the summer of 1993. I was 9. There was one movie that was sweeping the nation, Jurassic Park. The sexiest movie ever to come out. There was one man who I found to be the dreamiest guy in existence. His name, and he will go down in history as my very first babe, Jeff Goldblum. I'm so happy that so many people are talking about that.
Not Bill Pullman, who was like
No.
romantically the
man
sexy
cast.
guy. It was the very awkward looking, much older, kind of, what's the nice way? He's very
Jewy.
Jewish looking.
He's Jewy.
Okay, that, he is, yep.
Quirky.
And that was the man that you wanted. That was your first babe.
I wanted him to do terrible things to me.
Oh.
I still, by the way, Jeff Goldblum, if you're out there, he's probably here tonight, right?
I hear he passed away in New Zealand for like the third
Oh,
time.
that's right. There were so many death threats.
It's all over the internet again.
Oh God, I was so into him.
All right, so then,
into him.
but you know, as we get older, our tastes evolve.
Yes.
So, Grace, who would you say now is like your modern babe?
I have come full circle. I'm a completely different person now. I'm into things like politics and you know, there's one guy who I think is really attractive in the world, and you guys might know him. His name is Rahm Emanuel.
He's on Obama's
He's chief of staff.
chief of staff.
I would let him chief my staff. Wait.
I don't even know what that means.
I would chief his
That's
staff.
a
There
terrible
you go.
thing.
What up?
But if he is who I'm thinking of, he also happens to be a kind of awkward, quirky, much
True,
older,
true.
Jewish-looking gentleman.
True.
So your taste
Okay.
has not changed at all.
Not
is
a
what
bit.
I'm hearing.
I think you're right. I think you're right.
Amazing. Good.
and you? What are your tastes?
I'm no longer attracted to tiger men.
Okay. Wait, so in the
Or
battle
no.
in the battle of tiger and man, you decided.
It was really a debate when I was a child. It's like, should I go out with the cat from next door or like the boy on the playground? My parents were thrilled with either option, obviously.
You went with the slightly more socially acceptable option, I would say.
Only slightly, though. I said I'm now definitely just into men, and my modern babe is Cristiano Ronaldo.
Ooh.
From Team Portugal,
Yes.
the soccer player. There's one person over there who's very excited.
Oh yes, he's dreamy, isn't he?
He is, and he's very different from Tigra, because except for like the hair on his head and his eyebrows, I don't think he has a single follicle on his body.
He has selective alopecia.
He is waxed, trimmed, pulled. It's
Dreamboat.
beautiful.
It is beautiful.
So I have evolved away from cat men.
The best news is that we have no chance with any of these guys.
No, none of the four of them
Maybe
at all.
Tigra, Paul.
What? Well, I have them on tape, which is decent enough, I guess.
In our apartment.
What?
In our apartment.
You talk so much, Grace. Moving on.